Hello, and welcome back. Alright, so last time we hit a roadblock. I got 2 asterisks, but between the two, I hit a roadblock that lasted more than 2 hours, where I was just grinding the whole time. And that was painful, but hopefully we won't have to grind for a while. That would be nice. I don't remember ever grinding in this game before, so yeah, I really hope we don't have to grind again. The long one. How many days have passed since I left his side? A pillar of light has stood above the southern sea for some time now, just as he predicted. That leaves little room to doubt his second prediction will hold true. Within the coming days, the Vestal and her friends will come here. I only pray I have the strength to stop them as I was asked to. Thinking back, the Vestal's followers have been with her from the start, ever since Caldisla. Agnes oblige, Vestal to the Wind Crystal. Never imagined the young girl I met on that pier would bear such a fate. And 'tis Arier. For the boy I pulled from that canyon river to become a guard and ally to the Vestal on her journey. Seems on so many counts I bear the fault for all of this. A long, harsh journey to erase the Great Chasm. Vestal who crossed the putrid sea and stagnant air to arrive. A boy whose home was swallowed. In retrospect, they seem a natural pair. Inevitable, even. And Idia, I expect you, too, will join the Vestal here. You were ever a tomboy. Precious, pure and stubborn, quick to tears. Perfect. Know what it is, I know not what it is you see in the Vestal. What spark resonated within you. I swear this now, I will keep you safe. At any cost. I always longed for a family. I will not see it destroyed. The ship's siren has begun to sound, and the pilot's taking her up, just as planned. The time has come, then. This may be the last entry I am able to write. I'm removing Idia's picture from its frame and placing it within these pages. I want her by my side. A couple of mysterious images at the end. Since this is not my first playthrough, I know what they are. But I'm not going to explain them now. Mirande's special moves! Hey, Tiz, can you tell me a little more about Mirande's special move shop? Huh? Oh, sure. So, there's a base special move for each different weapon type. Oh, it's by weapon type? Right, so you might want to try out a bunch of different weapons and see what works. And you can shout whatever line you want while performing them. Heh, I'll have to think of something really amazing. This one blow will be your last is an old favorite of mine. Yes, that's quite imposing. Yeah, but then what if they survive it? Don't you look like an idiot? Then what about... This will probably defeat you, maybe. That's not really better. In that it's worse. Perhaps just, gosh, it would be great if this defeats you. Not much of a battle cry, is it? Prepare for mild to severe discomfort, maybe? Haha, these are all terrible. The Mythril Mine.
We've come to help you. Are they really forcing you to work these mines?
That's right.
The shield bearers asked us to rescue you and your friends.
The shield bearers? But I'll be in trouble if the guards catch me slacking off.
You don't have to worry about that anymore. How many other children are there in the mine?
There are 20 of us on duty right now. No. Make that 19.
Thank you. You go and hide in that shed with the others, okay?
Got it.
Hey, what are you doing in here?
Fair enough.
That means there's 16 left. The shield bearers asked us to come and rescue you.
Okay. Thank you.
Only 14 more to find. The shield bearers asked us to come and rescue you.
So we don't have to work anymore? Yay!
We have to find 12 more. The shield bearers asked us to come and rescue you.
Thanks.
All right, just 10 to go now. The shield bearers asked us to come and rescue you.
Thanks.
8 more and we're done. The shield bearers asked us to come and rescue you.
Thanks.
We've got to find the last 6. The shield bearers asked us to come and rescue you.
Thanks.
Okay, now there's just 4 to go. The shield bearers asked us to come and rescue you.
Thanks.
Just 2 more! The shield bearers asked us to come and rescue you.
Thanks.
Great, now let's get out of here. Don't worry, we've taken care of all the guards. The shield bearers will be here to take you to safety soon.
Thanks, but what about Egil, the new boy? He was taken to the Swordbearer's stronghold this morning. We haven't seen him since.
Why was he taken away?
Egil said something about finding a passage leading out of the mine. He slipped away from his post and was headed there, so he must have been caught by one of the guards. Please, you have to help Egil.
Okay, the Swordbearer's stronghold, right? I'll go and help Egil.
Thank you. The Swordbearer's stronghold is a place called Starkfort, far to the north. Wait, Tiz! We should leave this to the shield bearers. It would be reckless to venture into the inner sanctum of the enemy by ourselves.
But I have to help him.
You've been acting stubborn ever since we got here, it seems.
I have to help him. No matter what.
Starkfort, lair of swordbearers.
What is that place? A sight to behold, that's for sure. This is where the Civil War started, right?
Look, there's a transport ship tied up at the moorings. It looks like they're pooling their weapons and ammunition here for distribution.
How are we going to get in?
We'll go right in the front door.
Don't be absurd! They'll be upon us in seconds!
So be it. Our top priority is rescuing the boy Egil.
Where could they be holding the boy prisoner?
We'll have to search the place from top to bottom.
Let's not be rash, Tiz. Rushing around blindly will only wear us out.
That's why we got
don't you see
Asper.
if my journal has any leads? It might point us in the right direction.
You can't expect it to have every little detail.
Hold on, I've found something. Notes on the layout of occupied Starkfort. I guess I can expect every little detail, Idea. The notes show a war room to the north of here. The west is marked poison. That can't be it. That just leaves east. Let's head that way.
That's funny. Faltering foreknowledge. I can smell the smoke rising from that little brain of yours, ring a bell. I'm at a loss. The writings in my journal are completely off the mark from what's happening. How can that be? Oh, now that you mention it... What did it say again? The fat one and the weakling make the brat squeal by torture? What? Torture? But... Don't get ahead of yourself, Tiz. My whole point is that the contents of the journal have missed the mark. So what you thought was ironclad prophecy all this time maybe isn't so ironclad. Sounds like a crisis of faith to me. Or a crisis of superstition, I suppose. We should be so lucky. But I fear the journal's failure to predict the future does not guarantee the child's safety. Hey, that's right! He could be facing even worse torture! We have to know for sure. Let us hurry. Right! Yep. Here's a side quest.
After all the glory I brought them, they dragged me off to the boondocks to patch up wounded soldiers! All's fair in war, I say! Victory must be achieved at all costs! That is what war is all about! Show respect for the enemy! The goal is not simply to kill! Ah! He's far too old to spout such childish nonsense! Pride and honor are merely shackles on the battlefield! Oh no! Has the Swordmaster disposed of the Master Sample at Grab Keep as well?
It is disposed of, but...
I wouldn't put it past him.
Not by him.
He always was a hard-headed one. Fie! We could have wiped out the shield bearers with it by now! There is nothing else for it. I must develop a new toxin. I have plenty of test subjects here, after all. Surely no one will miss a few dozen wounded soldiers. When my new toxic weapon is ready, I'll go around that Swordmaster and peddle my wares to the Eternian forces directly.
If my father knew of your deeds, that fat neck of yours would be for the axe, you know.
What? Who's that?
My name is Adia Lee.
Adia Lee? You mean to say? You are the Grand Marshal's daughter?
I've heard more than enough of your plotting, you black-hearted fiend. Prepare to die!
Be quiet! The words of a traitor like you mean nothing!
$40,000 health. He has regen, of course. So we're gonna stick Regen on our team. Attack 1, physical defense down, all allies hit count up. Attack all, physical attack up for all allies. He doesn't have any, he doesn't have any weaknesses, so I'm not gonna bother with sword magic. We'll just do shield strikes.
Think you're ready?
Remember, he defended this turn.
This has only begun! Now I'm serious!
This isn't good. There's the steal. Okay, don't have to worry about that anymore. Ow.
This has only begun!
Dark Breath is insane, by the way, because he can just skip past having any defenses and do all of my damage, all of my health in one hit.
Take my aid!
Let's end this quick!
Oh, that was a nice critical. He is basically done. Anya misses out this time. Ugh. Ring a bell gained a level. My affinity with Friendbot increased. I got a Dragon Fang. And I got the Salve Maker asterisk. Salve Maker uses items to maximum effect. Uses items to heal and attack. Favors daggers and stabs. Specialty is healing lore, and job command is medication.
No, it cannot end here. I have left so many experiments undone. My toxins could kill you in seconds. Vestal.
And nobody is sad. Organizing items. Now that we have the Salve Maker asterisk, it should let us heighten the performance of our items. And combine items to make them more powerful as well. That sounds handy, but not really very exciting, is it? I know, right? Far too humdrum for us. In other words, you two are too lazy to organize your items. No, we're not lazy. There are simply other things we'd rather do. It's all fine and dandy to have acquired the Salve Maker job, but your item bags are a jumbled mess. It must take forever to find what you need when you need it. For example, Idia, don't keep your potions with your high potions. What? They're both restorative, so why not? And you, Ring a Bell, don't let antidotes, echo herbs, and wake-up bells together. Why not? Together they're like a cure-all. What if you only need one of them? You'll never find it in time. You should learn from Agnes' organizational skills. Ah, but Agnes, there's no need to keep each of your pills separately. Oh, yes, of course. Tiz, you and Agnes are sure sticklers for detail. Idia and I, on the other hand? Well, to each his own, right? That's right! Don't sweat the details is no, it's, no! Idia, sneeze the other... Achoo! Way. You just sneezed away all the powder items. Well, that means fewer items to organize, right? Let's go.
Hey! There he is! Are you alright?
Who are you?
You're safe now. We'll get you out of here. So you're Egil, huh?
That's right. Who are you?
We've come to help you.
Really? I was going to see the fire vestal. What was that about the fire vestal?
Let's talk later. We have to get him to safety first.
Rescuing Egil. Whew, am I glad to know he's safe. Indeed, and he owes his safety to your bold action, Tiz. Bold and foolish, I should say. I cannot deny that it was right to save the boy's life. But you have a higher calling, Tiz. The crystal's awakening hinges in part upon you. Speaking of which, just what do you suppose his connection to the Fire Vestal was? He's snoring. He's out cold. Not that I can blame him after all that. Hey, wake up, kid. You're a one clue here. Hey! Eri, stop that. At least let him rest until we arrive in Archchild.
That was close. I made the right call drinking that concoction to fake my death.
Well, we still got your asterisk.
Seems the Vestal was convinced of my demise. The world is indeed full of fools. Now, it is time I left this wretched place.
So you flee again, do you?
But of course, I do what I must to survive. By any means necessary.
He didn't register who said that.
As long as I survive, I am confident my fortunes will be reversed. After all, who but I can create weapons with the power to kill tens of thousands in one fell blow? And once I am ready, I will obliterate you all! The sword bearers and shield bearers, the Vestal, and even the Black Blades! And then, the world shall be...
Then he figured out who said it.
mine?
Not the world of the living.
Yeah. So he might have survived his encounter with us, but he was not going to survive an encounter with his boss.
Here at last! That was a risky move, but we made it back all right.
Here, here. It's not like Tiz to go out on a limb like that. But we survived, and that's what counts.
The Vestal.
He must be exhausted. He's sound asleep. You did well to carry him on your back all this way, Tiz. You must be tired too.
I'm fine.
More importantly, this boy may know of a way into the Temple of Fire. We should ask him now. Don't you agree, Agnes?
I do, if that is true?
First, let's head to Commander Goodman's residence and give the boy a chance to rest.
Egil, you're alive!
Do you know this boy?
His parents were part of our household guard. They lost their lives 3 years ago protecting my husband. We hadn't heard from Egil since then. To think that he had been forced to work in the Mythril Mine.
Mrs. Goodman, could we ask you to look after Egil here for a while? We can't take him with us where we're going.
Yes, of course.
He's awake! Where am I? I have to hurry.
Hurry, where?
The fire vestal asked me to help. I have to go. Where is this? Where am I?
Wait, Egil! Egil.
Thank you for rescuing me, but I have to go back to the Mythril Mine.
We've recaptured the mine from the Sword Bearers. You don't have to work there anymore. All your friends have been freed.
I still have to go back.
Go back where?
Does this have something to do with the fire vestal, Egil?
That's right.
Did you meet her?
No, I've never met her before, but I sometimes see her in my dreams. I really do. She always seems sad and tells me, go to the deepest tunnel. Lead the wind there.
The wind? The deepest tunnel? Does it lead somewhere?
Yes. Who are you?
She is the Wind Vestal.
What? That means...
This tunnel may lead into the Temple of Fire. Even in death, it seems the fire vestal is trying to fulfill her duty through Egil's dreams. I must see this done. I must. Egil, show me the way to this tunnel.
Got it! Leave it to me!
Wait! Egil's in no state to go anywhere.
Hey!
Why do you object, Tiz?
Because it's dangerous.
Tiz,
How is Egil?
he's asleep at last. Idia is with him now. Agnes and Eri are in a huff.
We couldn't let Egil take them into the mine. It's too dangerous.
You know, ever since we found Egil, you've stopped having your nightmares, Tiz.
Huh? Really? I'll leave Egil in your capable hands.
Understood. Be careful out there.
Where is Egil now?
He's holed up in his room. He won't let anyone in.
We can't take him with us. Even so.
No matter. I've questioned him thoroughly about the location of this passageway.
Let's set out then.
Had a feeling.
Egil?
Yeah, he snuck out.
What are you doing here?
Ringabel gained a level.
We specifically told you not to follow us! Are you listening to me, Egil?
But I'm the only one who knows how to open up the way through.
What?
You have to squeeze into a really tight hole to open up the way through. You'd never be able to fit. Not in a million years.
Yeah, what about Eri?
You said nothing about this back at the house. You tricked us.
I didn't trick you. I just left that part out.
It's the same thing. Anyway, I'm small enough to fit through a silly little hole.
But you're too tiny to move the stone lever that opens the passage up.
Ah, okay.
What stone lever? You didn't say anything about that.
Nope, I didn't.
Well, we'll have to take Egil with us now. That's the only way to awaken the crystal.
We can't do that! What if he gets hurt?
No need to yell at Anya's, Tiz. What are you so upset about?
What do you propose then, Tiz?
He's
Will you
thinking
make
of
him go
Till.
back by himself?
I wouldn't do that. We'll go back with him.
What if the sword bearers or black blades beat us to the temple? Egil was just attacked by the enemy, right? He was held prisoner by them before as well. They may already be aware of this passage you found.
But
I believe we should focus on the task of awakening the crystal.
Exactly. To cleanse the darkness from this world, we must accept some risk and some sacrifices.
never! What are you saying, Eri? I don't want anyone to be sacrificed. I won't allow it!
What then? You have been impossible lately, Tiz. You are trampling upon the will of Egil, the late fire vessel, and me. As a vessel, I cannot let you do this. Do not interfere with my mission.
Hey, both of you need to calm down.
He reminds me of my little brother who died. Till.
What?
When that chasm opened up, and Norende was swallowed by darkness. My little brother, about the same age as Egil. He fell along with it, right before my eyes. I couldn't save him. I couldn't hold on to Till's hand any longer. The look on his face as he stared back at me and fell into that black pit hasn't left my mind ever since. The same goes for the water vestal. It was agony, watching her life fade in front of me. I couldn't bear to watch Agnes cling to her and weep. I've seen enough death to last a lifetime. That's why I don't want to lead Egil into peril, even if it is to deliver the world from danger.
Then why don't you try to stop Agnes from facing danger, Tiz?
Because I know that no matter what, Agnes would just go off on her own. And I promised Agnes that I'd stay at her side, to be there, to protect her.
Tiz.
Well, there's your answer.
Huh? What do you mean?
We'll go together with Egil. Tiz will protect him. We all will. Right?
Please, let me go. I want to see the fire vessel's wishes carried out.
No, you don't.
You win. But you're not to go wandering off without us, okay, Egil?
Got it. Thanks.
Huh? What?
Never mind. It's nothing. Let's move on.
So the statement of no you don't is because, we've read ahead in Ringabel's book, and if that's going to come true, then, well... Eri versus Egil. Egil. Hey, Egil, Hey, Egil, I'm talking to you. Hello? Yeah, I hear you. Quit nagging me already. Nag? And this after you lied to me, you pipsqueak! I'm telling you I never lied. You didn't ask, so I didn't mention it. That's all. Oh, I don't need to take that kind of backtalk from you. And I'm a lot bigger than you. You're the real pipsqueak. What was that? Nothing. I didn't say a word. Honestly, what kind of attitude is that? And to a Christ fairy, no less. Agnes, are you hearing this? Egil is being horrid. Agnes, please. Eri, he's a child. Please do not be so immature. Right? Right? Haha, you heard her, Eri. Oh, you little... Idiot, ring a bell. Tiz, somebody say something. Yeah. Hang in there, I guess?
Be careful, okay?
I will. I know this place like the back of my... Whoa!
What?
A big piece of Mythril ore!
This isn't the time for that, Egil. You've got to stay with me, okay?
Oh, come on! Finding this can mean the difference between eating or not, you know. It's a precious find.
Let it go, Egil. The war will be over soon. Then you won't have to worry about finding Mythril anymore.
Wow! Now that I look at it more closely, I think this is orichalcum. Amazing! When we find some of this, we get eggs with our dinner. It's my lucky day!
Oh.
Wow. Talk about a pitiful payment. Egil's words. Huh, whoa! You alright? Yeah, sorry, just stumbled a bit. My eyes haven't really adjusted. All the more reason to be careful where you step. You know, when you think about it, the moon's way better than the sun. What makes you say that? The moon shines when it's dark out, so we can see at night. The sun only shines during the day when it's bright anyway. It's bright during the day because of the sun, silly. And did you know that the moon only shines because of the sun's light? Whoa, really? Huh. The moon only shines because of the sun. I guess that makes sense. It must really be grateful. Grateful? How so? Because whenever the sun is tired, the moon fills in for it while it rests. That's one way to interpret it.
We're here! This is the place! There's a stone lever at the back of this narrow hole. Just a second.
He wasn't kidding. Only Egil or Eri could fit down there.
Okay, here I go. It opened! See? I told you so!
Whoa! I felt a blast of hot air!
The Temple of Fire must be down here. Let us hurry.
The Underflow.
This cave is the same as the one from my dreams. The Fire Vestal told me the way to go. The Temple of Fire is... that way!
Great! Way to go, Egil.
I only know because the Fire Vestal told me. It's nothing special. I bet you're glad you brought me though, right?
Yes, yes. Let's get going.
Well, this is quite the place. Also, yeah, I went into the party chat. Don't get burned. Ah, hot! Youch, that's hot. A guy could get burned. Or get burned. A person could get dead if she's not careful. Have a close look at the magma. It seems the ground is suddenly rising and falling in temperature. So as long as we time it right, we should be able to cross unharmed. I don't know about that. Even if the magma cools, my heart still burns like 100... Look there, the ground is cooling off. You're right, and awfully fast, too. It's almost room temperature now. We should be fine. Like 100... Come, ring a bell. Quickly! While it's just sputtering uselessly. Sputtering? Uselessly? Don't take it personally. Now, let's go. Right. So it gives us damage. It's not a status effect, which is actually way better than any of the previous hazards we've come across.
Are you getting tired, Egil?
Yeah, it's hot down here.
Let's take a little break then. That okay with you, Agnes?
Oh, okay.
Hey, Egil. What will you do when the war ends?
I don't know.
Isn't there anything you're passionate about?
I'd like to go to military academy. Then I want to be a guardsman for the shield bearers. My mother and father died noble deaths protecting the top shield bearers. The soldiers of the shield bearers served to protect the fire vestal. I want to shield people, like my mother and father did.
Is that so?
But I guess I need to find a place to live before that. I have no home to go back to now. After my mother and father died, my grandfather took me in. He was really kind, but he got sick and died soon after. I had nowhere to go, and then I ran into some sword bearers who were rounding up orphans. They took me to the Mythril Mine.
I see. You've done well to survive on your own.
I guess I have.
Are you thirsty, Egil? We should rest a bit.
Yeah. Sorry. I have to keep my promise to the fire vestal. I don't want to run out of steam before then.
You hold the fire vestal
Steam.
dear, don't you, Egil? Your faith in crystalism is strong for such a young boy.
Well, my mother and father were followers. I'm not sure what I believe in yet. The teachings of crystalism are a bit over my head. I don't really know what to make of them.
Then why do you brave such perils?
Because I made the fire vestal a promise. That's all.
Yep.
She always looked so sad in my dreams. I just want to see her smile for a change.
Does he know that she's dead?
I've seen this place before. We're almost at the Temple of Fire.
I wonder if that crevice leads into the temple.
The earthquakes are getting stronger. Watch your step. If you die here, Agnes, the world's last hope will perish with you.
I know.
It's shaking again! The ground's collapsing under us! Run!
Egil!
Oh no!
I'll get him!
Hang in there! We'll get you up!
me help too.
No! It's too dangerous!
Eri?
I already told you. The world is doomed if you die here. Your life belongs to more than just you now. I know it's hard, but stay focused on your mission.
Hey, there's a path.
I'll toss Egil over to you! Get him out of here!
I'm not going to let go!
But we could both end up falling!
Unacceptable!
On yes!
Tiz! We did it!
Yeah, let's get out of here now.
I cannot believe you would do such a crazy thing! You can thank your lucky stars you survived. One wrong step, and you all would have been toast! That goes double for you, Agnes. Have you forgotten you are a crystal vestal? Hey! Are you even listening to me?
Are you alright, Egil?
Yeah. Thanks for saving me.
You really gave us a scare.
I could say the same of you.
Huh?
We all said we'd help Egil, and yet you leapt in alone. What are you laughing for? I'm being serious here.
It's just... your face is covered in mud, Agnes.
What?
And where exactly did you think you were going, Agnes? That was a shock. You picked a bad time to show you have no sense of direction.
No.
The way Agnes caught both of you with those spindly arms of hers is a story I'll pass down to my grandchildren. I didn't know you had it in you, Agnes. I've got eyes like a hawk, yet you kept it hidden all this time.
It was just the adrenaline. I surprised even myself.
So you acted without thinking whether you could pull it off?
Yes.
I'm just glad we're all safe and sound.
Tiz, and Adia, and Ringabel. I'm so sorry for saying such terrible things. Will you still stay at my side?
Of course!
Oh, not you, Egil.
He took my line.
Enough giggling! We have to hurry to the Temple of Fire! Come on! Time is running out!
You keep saying that, but time has seemed to wait for me. There is no way back. You cannot go back. Don't even think about it. Hey! The Temple of Fire.
These scriptures... they've been shredded to pieces. It was no accident these were destroyed.
The ones who attacked the temple.
Well met, brave souls. You bear the qualifications. I am the Anchorite of Fire, mouthpiece of Promethean fire. Withstand its assault, and its power shall be yours to command. Now, have you the confidence to accept its furious might? Yes? No? Maybe? I do. Really? Alright. Gosh, then, show me you've the strength to stand firm.
ended.
Hey, Tiz didn't die either. I can now summon Promethean fire!
Look at the sword cuts left in this table.
Unlike the Temple of Wind or Water, this travesty was at the hands of man.
So this is where the Fire Vestal met her end.
Oh, he does know. Okay.
Look, Agnes! Isn't this the garb of a Vestal? You're right. They look a lot like your garments, Agnes.
These are her clothes! The Fire Vestal was wearing these when she came to me in my dream!
Strange that only her ceremonial garb would escape destruction.
She'll never get to wear them again.
A place where time lies still. So this is where the Fire Vestal... It's just like my dream. All of it. It feels like time stopped here in the temple. Yeah? Perhaps because time has stopped for the spirit of the Fire Vestal. Yes. It's kind of hard to breathe. Is time stopping for me too? Will we be alright? We're fine. Time moves on. Our time is still moving, Egil. This seems hard on the boy. Let us awaken the crystal and be quit of this place. Alright, and what do we have to fight
I've
here?
felt this ominous presence before.
A creature lurks at the fire crystal!
Yep.
What is that thing?
Stay back, Egil!
That's Chalkmar!
Chogmar, the Mark of Doom. It appears in the teachings of crystalism.
I had a feeling that might be the case. I'm all ready to go.
We can't begin the rite of awakening until we defeat it, right?
I'm afraid not.
Let's go, Agnes! The four of us are more than a match for that thing!
I hope so.
All right.
I hope we don't have another automaton's instance. Oh, hey, look! If you've played Kirby, this is pretty familiar. $40,000 health, and it can take my MP. That's loads of fun. Palm arm. We don't have to worry about that. Sweet to lightning.
Good luck!
It picked the wrong time to transform.
Think you're ready?
Heartsuck took my BP. Oh boy.
The crystal's blessing.
Welcome in, Cole Sanders. I am doing a boss fight. There we go. Ow! But we won. Yes! Barely! Oh man, unfortunately Ring-a-Bell is the only one who gets any experience or JP here. Oh well. That's a lot of experience in JP that everyone else is missing out on. Thanks for the raid, Cole Sanders. You were playing Rebirth? Ah. How are you having fun with that one? I've watched the ending, but not the entire thing, because I can't catch every part of everyone's stream. Ring-a-Bell gained a level. And I got a Reflect Ring.
Way to go! You guys were amazing!
Ring-a-Bell was amazing.
No time to pat ourselves on the back. Let's begin the rite of awakening.
I'll help you get changed, Agnes. Would you?
Here we go.
We're ready to go!
Let us begin, Eri.
Wow.
Yeah, it does. Oh well.
You look beautiful.
We'll be fine by the end of the game.
Are you blushing, Egil?
Of course not! Don't be silly!
No need to be shy. Any man would be hard-pressed to pull his gaze from Agnes now.
Hey, what are you looking at me for?
No reason.
Come on, let's hurry this up! Everyone but Anya, stay back!
There we go.
Not yet! Just a little longer! More! Keep going! Still not enough! You can do this! Stop! That's it! The rite worked! The fire crystal is awakened! Well done, Anya.
Thank goodness.
Are you alright, Agnes?
Yes, I'll be fine. I just need to rest.
Egil? Hey, Egil! What's wrong? You look moonstruck.
was just amazed at how different she looks.
Thank you for watching over me, Egil. The fire vessel would be very pleased with you.
Oh, no problem. So I kept my promise to the fire vessel, right?
Of course. Thanks to you, we were able to awaken the crystal.
That's good.
My support ability cross limit has increased by 1. $125 HP across all of us. Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. If it feels like I'm skipping around, that's because you're not watching my videos in stream order. Genesis 5. This is the written account of Adam's family line. When God created mankind, he made them in the likeness of God. He created them male and female and blessed them, and he named them mankind when they were created. When Adam had lived 130 years, he had a son in his own likeness, in his own image, and he named him Seth. After Seth was born, Adam lived 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Adam lived a total of 930 years, and then he died. When Seth had lived 105 years, he became the father of Enosh. After he became the father of Enosh, Seth lived 807 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Seth lived a total of 912 years, and then he died. When Enosh had lived 90 years, he became the father of Kenan. After he became the father of Kenan, Enosh lived 815 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Enosh lived a total of 905 years, and then he died. When Kenan had lived 70 years, he became the father of Mahalalel. After he became the father of Mahalalel, Kenan lived 840 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Kenan lived a total of 910 years, and then he died. When Mahalalel had lived 65 years, he became the father of Jared. After he became the father of Jared, Mahalalel lived 830 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Mahalalel lived a total of 895 years, and then he died. When Jared had lived 162 years, he became the father of Enoch. After he became the father of Enoch, Jared lived 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Jared lived a total of 962 years, and then he died. When Enoch had lived 65 years, he became the father of Methuselah. After he became the father of Methuselah, Enoch walked faithfully with God 300 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Enoch lived a total of 365 years. Enoch walked faithfully with God. Then he was no more, because God took him away. When Methuselah had lived 187 years, he became the father of Lamech. After he became the father of Lamech, Methuselah lived 782 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Methuselah lived a total of 969 years, and then he died. When Lamech had lived 182 years, he had a son. He named him Noah and said, "He will comfort us in the labor and painful toil of our hands caused by the ground the Lord has cursed." After Noah was born, Lamech lived 595 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Lamech lived a total of 777 years, and then he died. After Noah was 500 years old, he became the father of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. May God bless the reading of his word.
Huh? What's this? Something looks different. No way.
What is it, Egil?
Oh, the ore! It's disappeared!
What do you mean? Is it something to do with awakening the crystal? Any idea, Barry?
With the death of the fire vessel, it was no longer possible to control the magma that represents fire. The Mythril ore, used to create powerful weapons and armor. Perhaps it's another symbol of fire, subject to the crystal's control.
What? Well, we don't know that for sure yet. Anyhow, we'd better go report to Commander Goodman.
I didn't sign up for this. It wasn't supposed to turn out this way. We staged an uprising because you said we could win. 4 years later, what have we got to show for it? It was a harebrained scheme from the start. You lot were behind this, so you can clean up the mess. I'm getting out of here until the coast is clear to return.
You'd leave your compatriots behind.
Well, look, it can't be helped, can it? The sword bearers need their commander alive so we can make a comeback.
It can't be helped, you say? Yes, you may be right.
I'll have to use your airship, of course. Well, good luck.
I'll admit this was a reckless plan from the outset. A great battle against a powerful nation, outnumbered 100 to 1. Such a thrilling opportunity. But I was not able to keep my subordinates in check, leading to the scourge of the toxic mist and the death of the fire vestal. The toxic mist decimated the main forces of the shield bearers, but the black blades did not escape unscathed. The death of the fire vestal caused Mount Karka to erupt, sealing the way into the temple. And then, you arrived.
You introduced me to the way of the sword, Master. You taught me many things. About values, standards, and good and evil. It's fair to say you had a great influence on me. My father was always concerned about his work and his ideals. He found little time to spend with me. Tell me, Master, were the things you told me about righteousness, strength, and bravery all lies? That we should help the helpless, and face strong foes without flinching? I cannot fathom why you have lit the fires of war in this realm, causing strife to so many innocents. I still find it hard to believe. This is not the man I know. He would never do this!
You let sentiment cloud your mind, Adia. You are still as earnest as you were when you were a youth. You never waver in your disgust for recreant behavior. You condemn all that runs counter to your beliefs without fail. In a way, you remind me of your father.
What? You see him in me?
Yes, very much so. But you are still a child, unsullied by the world. There are no certainties in life. Righteousness and truth have a different meaning to each and every one of us. If you try to see the world as merely black or white, you'll lose sight of its true nature.
Many are quick to treat us as children. But they simply use that as an excuse for their own corruption.
A warrior's pride is not always compatible with the responsibilities of a commander, Adia. If I could act as I see fit, everything would be easy. But that is not the case. The same goes for your father. And someday, the wind vestal you accompany.
Oh. Don't compare her to you or my father. Agnes acts for the good of the world.
She fights to carry out her mission, no? Blood and tears are shed in its name. It is no different for your father or me.
Mission? No different? You and your soldiers plunged the world into turmoil. You started a war and took the lives of so many. How can you say Agnes is like you?
If you cannot see beyond the surface, then perhaps you will never understand. Do not be so blind. You must not lose sight of what is most important. I thought I had taught you that.
Enough sophistry. It is underhanded. That does it! I shall go to help Agnes awaken the Earth Crystal.
If that is your decision, I hope you are prepared to live with it.
I am. I'm ready to fight any who get in our way. Even you or my father.
Very well, then. I see you have made up your mind.
So, every foe that we fight in this game has, or every noble foe that we fight in this game has a good reason for what they're doing. They just never tell us what it is. I know what it is, because I got to the end of the game. But they don't tell you! So much conflict could be avoided if they just told you! He has 60,000 HP and no weaknesses. Rebuff locket stolen.
Now I'm serious.
Ow!
The crystal's blessing.
Hello, Corpocalypse. I am doing an optional boss fight. Oh, that's fun.
Get lost!
Which chapter? I believe I'm in chapter 3. I suppose you've played this game before. It is not my first time. You know about the second ending? It is not a speedrun. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 endings. Adia gained a level. Tiz gained a level. And I got an X potion. And I got the Swordmaster asterisk. Swordmaster anticipates enemy movements to unleash powerful counterattacks. Reduces damage and hits foes back. Favors Katana. Specialty counter. Job command Bushido. What is it? See, I have, Where's it?
Master!
Well fought. I underestimated your conviction. Will you hear your master out one last time, Adia?
Of course.
Take the time to speak with your father properly. If you do not, I see nothing but tragedy.
That's not an action for me to take, Corpocalypse.
End this petty dissent between father and child.
Master.
You two were always so difficult.
Master!
You did what? You went to the Temple of Fire? There was a way in through the Mythril Mine?
Yes, we have awakened the fire crystal. That should quell Mount Karka's fury.
That is excellent news. Thank you, Wind Vestal. We owe you and your companions our thanks.
One thing. After we awakened the fire crystal, all the veins of ore in the mine disappeared.
I see. Oh, no need to look so dejected. This is actually good news for us. After all, the Mythril warheads the Sword Bearers fired upon us were a source of great concern. This should change the course of the war. If we are lucky, it may end soon. Once the eruption of Mount Karka subsides, we will also work to restore the Temple of Fire as quickly as we can.
I would appreciate that. The fire vessel should be given a proper funeral without delay. After all, we were only able to awaken the fire crystal through the help of Egil here, and the fire vestal.
Is that so? Fine work, Egil. You have my thanks, too.
What will become of the Canary Boys, who were working in the mine?
They were all without homes
I did
to go
say
back
there were
to.
only 2 endings.
So we will harbor them here in Heartschild. The townspeople will see that they are cared for.
I'm glad to hear that. You'll be seeing your friends again soon, Egil.
Yeah.
Well, you are all
Having
tired,
seen the
I dare
second
say.
ending myself,
Please get some rest while you sojourn in Heartschild.
I cannot imagine that there is a third ending. It doesn't really leave room for that. Anyway.
What can I help you with?
You looked it up!
Thanks to your efforts, the tide of war is turning in our favor. The threat of toxic mist has been removed, so we no longer need worry about its unseen evils. The enemy will soon run out of Mythril arms as well. We are more than able to weather their attacks. Now we just need to end this war as soon as we can. I know we can accomplish this. What can I help you with?
I do have the no spoilers tag because I'm trying to not spoil it for other people. Like, I already know the whole thing, the whole plot. I'm trying not to spoil it for my viewers that don't know. You can stop spamming.
The war that has engulfed this entire realm has gone on 4 years, and devastated both our lands and the hearts of our people. Once the war is over, we must focus on restoring the livelihoods of our citizens. It is our duty to build a nation that will bring a smile to the faces of the Canary Boys you rescued. I pledge to do just that by the time they are old enough to have families of their own.
Sounds tough.
What can I help you with?
Why'd they come here?
I wish I could tell you. I have wondered the same for a long time. One thing I realized recently is that those serving in the upper echelons of the Swordbearers were hardly the pious kind. And the Black Blades are scoundrels who did not hesitate to use deadly force against the Fire Vestal. Perhaps their alliance is through a shared devotion to anti-crystalism.
Thanks for the follow.
What's the matter, Egil?
I don't want to live in this town.
What? Why not?
I want to go with you.
Huh?
That's simply not...
So you wish to fight by our side, hmm?
Oh, I can't do that. I don't know how to fight. But I still want to go with you. Please, take me with you. I'll do anything you ask.
That just won't work.
Even if you say no, I'm still going.
Then we have a problem. Let's go to Commander Goodman's residence.
Alright. See you later, Apocalypse.
We've decided to take Egil in. My husband has agreed that it would be best.
You hear that, Egil? That's great news. You couldn't wish for a better family than the Goodmans.
I hope that when you grow up, we'll see an age free from the ravages of war. I would hate to see you end up a soldier.
I believe your husband has what it takes to make that happen.
Thank you for your kind words.
Well then, Egil, you take care of yourself. We'll be back to check on you, so be on your best behavior.
I will. Goodbye, everyone.
So, how much you want to bet he's not gonna stay here? Wary airy. Talk about a shock when Egil said he wanted to come with us. Although, it's not like there weren't signs, too. You could see it in his face as far back as when the Commander Goodman said they'd taken the boys. I suppose, now that you mention it. Airy? Is something wrong? You've been staring off behind us. Are you expecting something? The kid. Egil. Egil? What of him? There's no way he stayed put. I won't believe it, and I won't be tricked! Once bitten, twice shy, eh, Aerie? He did seem to take those orders from Eleanor awfully well, considering his usual tone. Exactly. Something is fishy here, and I refuse to be duped. You seem like you almost want him to show up. She and Egil have an epic rivalry going by now. Can't fool me twice, brat! It's a shame. Really, just a shame. I'm loud and irritating? Apologies. Haha, apologies. It's just a shame is all. You see, the little inn in Caldisla uses my base of operations is, well... it's going out of business. Seems the old innkeep finally succumbed. Poor man can't keep the inn going.
Welcome!
Huh? Who are you?
I'm a distant relative of the innkeep. He's too sick to get up and about, so I'm filling in for him.
He's bedridden? Is it serious?
Not at all. The doctor says he doesn't need to stay in bed, but... well, you should see for yourself.
Well, we'd better go see him then.
Well, at least he's not sick.
Are you feeling okay?
He's having a nightmare.
Owen.
I guess he's become despondent since Owen died.
His son was everything to him.
It must be hard to deal with it alone.
What about that girl? She's related to him, right?
She has to go back to her home soon, I hear.
How do you know that?
It just came up. Let's check my journal before things take a turn for the worse,
He flirted with
We'll
her.
bring the orphan to the inn we set out from. That sounds relevant, no?
Oh, this is the inn we set out from. And the orphan, I guess that means Egil? That's nonsense! Mrs. Goodman has given him a good home.
Come to think of it, Egil's parents were guards, just like Owen. He said he was raised by his kind grandfather after they died.
But...
it doesn't have to be permanent, just until the old man gets better. Do you think we could have Egil stay here a while?
I guess that's up to Egil.
Right.
Time to go grab Egil. I'm sure he'll be thrilled, because he didn't want to live in Hearthchild in the first place, remember?
Hey, you guys! You came to see me!
Hello, Egil. You look happy.
He's been bouncing off the walls ever since this morning, when he heard you were coming.
I didn't hear about
always
that.
this way?
No. Since you left, he's been moody most of the time.
Is that true, Egil?
Mrs. Goodman is very good to me. And this place is amazing. But I still want to travel with you.
Hey, Egil. Can I tell you something? It's about a captain of the guard who lived in a far-off land. He died in battle, fighting, to protect his kingdom.
Just like my mother and father.
And this man's father, he lies sick in bed at the shock of his loss. The captain's father has been of great help to all of us. We owe him a great deal. I was thinking, if you would spend some time with the captain's father, I believe it might help him get better. What do you think, Egil?
What? So you didn't come to ask me to go with you? That's a shame. Okay, I'll do it. I can't say no to you.
Thank you so much, Egil.
If this is Egil's decision, I won't stop him. But you come back anytime you want, okay?
I will. Thanks for everything, Mrs. Goodman.
Tiz's thoughts. Something on your mind, Tiz? You look pensive. Oh, yeah. A bit, I guess. Thinking about Egil? He'd just gotten settled at the Goodmans, and now he's being shipped off to a foreign land. Yeah, there's that, too. That, too? You mean Eleanor, don't you? Yes, the two of them had decided to take him in, and now... they had just enough time together to make it painful to part. I feel terrible. I feel the same. She mustered a smile to see him off, but inside... can't be helped, I'm afraid. We can encourage him to write her once he's settled in Caldisla. I wouldn't mind ferrying the boy to the Goodmans every once in a while, either. Oh, seconded! And aren't we forgetting someone here? We brought the boy along on a lot of good intentions and not much planning. But what happens if the innkeep says no? It all hinges on him. I might have a backup plan. Let's pay the king a visit before the two of them meet.
That about sums it up. What do you think, Your Majesty?
A fine idea, I must say. I have been concerned about the innkeep myself. Egil, it is admirable of you to agree to follow in the innkeep's footsteps. The kingdom of Caldisla welcomes you.
You see, I want to be a powerful soldier one day, like my mother and father before me, like Tiz. I want to be a mighty warrior with a kind heart who can protect the ones he loves.
Well said, well said. Fine sentiments for a boy to have. Very well then. You shall be given access to our training hall, Egil. And I would be honored if you would accept this gift.
What is it?
A badge we give our young soldiers. My captain of the guard, Owen, also wore one once. This marks you as an apprentice soldier for the kingdom, Egil. I hope to see you train hard and become a first-rate soldier.
Wow! Thank you!
Fortunate boy, Egil.
Thank you, Your Highness.
By the way, Tiz, how is the reconstruction of Narende village proceeding? With all your travels to save the world from peril, you must find little time to return, no? Perhaps you could put Egil here in charge of the reconstruction?
Reconstruction?
You would be acting on Tiz's behalf.
I'll do it!
Are you sure you can handle all of this at once? Helping out at the inn, training to be a soldier, and supervising the reconstruction? That's a lot to take on.
It is.
No sweat for me.
You have unlimited potential, Egil. When the time comes, you shall choose your own path. Until then, be fearless and follow your heart wherever it may take you.
I will! Thank you!
Oh, it's you. It's been a while. Ah, you have a young boy with you. And what's this? He wears the badge of a young soldier. That takes me back. My son treasured his above all else. You remind me of him a bit, you know?
I want to be like your son Owen one day. My mother and father were guards as well.
You don't say. I'm sure you'll get there one day.
Oh, we're at the end of the chapter, huh?
So you have returned, Alternus.
Yes. Not long ago.
I was told you have an urgent report. Can it not wait until the Council of Six convenes?
No, it cannot. It appears the fire crystal has been awakened. The remaining Black Blades continue to fight alongside the Sword Bearers.
There's only one.
However, no word has come from Commander Kami Izumi. It seems that morale is plummeting.
Our only option left is an all-out defense of the Earth Crystal. We must cut our losses in that realm.
You propose that we abandon the Black Blades? The forces of the Duchy's First Division?
We have underestimated the Wind Vestal. We shall not make that mistake again. You or I. If the Earth Crystal were to be awakened, there would no longer be hope for this world, and our ideals would fade to nothingness.
But the Wind Vessel has no way of traversing the highlands that surround the Duchy. Only the heavy airships helmed by our cadre have the propulsion necessary to make the journey.
Do not be so sure. The Wind Vestal has thus far outmatched us at every turn. Summon Victor and Victoria immediately. It seems the Council of Six may have to deal with the Vestal personally.
Allow me to interrupt.
You...
What is Sage Yolyana doing there?
I'm glad the innkeep was willing to take in Egil.
Egil said he looks so much like his late grandfather, it's scary.
Enough about that. We must go to awaken the Earth Crystal.
But we have no way of entering the Duchy of Eternia.
Perhaps it's time to get out that creepy journal of yours, Ringabel.
I'd hardly call it creepy. Anyway, I'll see what I can find. There are a few notes that might apply. Earth Crystal, Grand Ship, Engine Room. Those are the words that seem to be coming up.
Grand Ship? Perhaps we'll find a lead there. You listen to the innkeep here, okay, Egil?
I will. Piece of cake, I tell you. You be careful, all right?
Hold on a second there. Thank you for coming all this way to see me. I'd like you to take this as a token of my appreciation.
What is it?
A memento of my son. He'd be happy knowing it was in your hands.
You should give this to Egil. It should be for the one following in Owen's footsteps.
Egil is still not ready. Owen would want it used by the one who needs it most now.
I see. Thank you. We'll make good use of it.
Hyper Bracers! That's going to close it for today. So when we come back next time, which is actually tomorrow because I've got a wonky schedule this week. When we come back next time, then we're going to see what lies in store for us at Grand Ship. At any rate, that's going to be all for today, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.